Welcome back into the water cooler, everybody. The promo game, the commercial game, it's very strong. It's very strong.
Absolutely.
Always.
We're getting fired up. All right, tell you what, Keith DeMolder, great segment there on the college football coaching carousel, and I'm pretty sure he's living on Truesdale these days because he's still there. There he is with Stuart Gill. Stu, how we doing? Keith, how we doing? Guys, on a very serious note, though, a star player for this USC basketball team, a team that has looked decent so far but suffered a tough loss on Sunday against Texas A&M. Star player, though, not playing. Keith, what's the latest on DeAnthony Melton's status?
Oh, very interesting situation, Josh. Right now, according to the LA Times, they recently reviewed the surveillance footage from the FBI, and clearly there's some discrepancies happening. So Elliot, who is the family friend of DeAnthony Melton, did not take the money, essentially, in that meeting. They showed that Dawkins, the would-be agent, actually was the one who took the money, the envelope with the $5,000, put it in his pocket, and left the premises. So right now, a lot of things currently in the air, but right now it was Dawkins who took that money.
And Keith, it was such a tough loss against Texas A&M, of course, on Sunday night. What does USC miss defensively without Melton in the lineup?
Well, defensively, DeAnthony Melton's probably our best player. He's 6'4", 205, a big body, but the biggest thing for him, his wingspan, 6'8" wingspan. So his ability to cut off the first option, cut off the second option, to disrupt the passing lanes, get out in transition, huge for USC defensively. But Stu, looking at the bigs for USC against Texas A&M, Texas A&M just full out, just blocking shots. Everything was on point for the Aggies that night.
Well, like you said, what really makes him valuable is his versatility on both ends of the court, right? Guarding guys that other guys simply can't at his position. But what that allows him to do is make these plays in ball games where that emotionally kind of galvanize the guys on the bench, right? Maybe coming up with a big block or a steal on the defensive end and then going down and finishing in transition, really getting us back into the ball game. We had some of those plays at Vanderbilt with some of the guys that stepped up when they weren't able to against A&M, and we didn't have Melton there. You know, that's what we lacked down the stretch when we were kind of within striking distance. We didn't have it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about defensively how Melton he's such a great player, but offensively, not having him there, that was huge. And USC against Texas A&M, they just simply could not shoot. Jordan Matthews said after the game that the rim essentially looked like a cup, as if they're trying to shoot it into a cup. Very difficult situation for them, obviously, when they're not hitting shots. Benny Boatwright and Elijah Stewart to start off 1 for 14. Benny Boatwright didn't even score until the second half. What did you see from USC? They didn't roll their usual schematics.
Well, sometimes your shooters are going to have off nights, right? We saw that when the Golden State Warriors came down to play the Lakers the other night. So when Benny Boatwright and Elijah Stewart aren't having it, you need somebody else like Melton in those situations to get you going. But what I saw that was more concerning was Andy Enfield failing to put in the high ball screen like we did at Vanderbilt. Right. We saw Chimezie Metu come up, set a strong side screen for J-Mac. He was able to come off it and decide whether he was going to the rim or stepping back and hitting a three or dumping it off to Metu in the pick and roll. We didn't even run that one time, I don't think, against A&M. When J-Mac did that at Vanderbilt, he went 5 of 11 from 3, finished with 35 points, and we ended up winning the game.
Yeah, career high performance for him, and he's really the life force of this offense. So to see the rest of the team not be able to support him in his ventures, clearly sad to see. But this Saturday we got some great basketball against SMU. What do you see going on from that game? They're undersized clearly, but I think USC, if they roll Benny and Chimezie out there, they could be dangerous.
Yeah, they are undersized, but this reminds me of another game that we played this year that raised a lot of eyebrows around this campus, and that's North Dakota State. So North Dakota State was effective by spreading the floor and knocking down shots. We're really going to have to play the 2-3 zone with a lot of discipline and a lot of athleticism from our big guys, Chimezie and Benny Boatwright, and then we're going to rely on Nick Rakocevic as well to come in and play some big minutes, I think. So once again, just running that 2-3 zone and locking down shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we talk about locking down shooters, but locking down wins, not what Arizona has done thus far. Right now, Arizona State currently 6-0, but yet Arizona, very interesting to see. They're 4-3 right now. That's all the time that we have out here from Tommy Trojan. The Pac-12 play coming up soon. We'll see if USC can dominate. This Saturday, they're playing against SMU, and right now we're going to send it right back to the studio. Josh, what do you guys got for us?
Great stuff there, Keith and Stu. Gosh, the USC basketball talk. It gets you fired up for the season and what's to come, and the energy's flowing, but guys.
Shit. Hey, that's all right.
Hello, friends. It's golf time.